Hey guys, blessing here, and how are you all doing? So I'm not here to continue the conversation about paying school fees or not, or daycare or not. I mean, a lot has already been said and done by people who are well informed and people who just have no idea about the schooling system in America. But why I'm here today is just to emphasize on the fact that content creation is difficult. I mean, take a look at Korra Obidi, for instance. Korra Obidi is someone whom we all know makes over $80,000 per month. Someone like Korra Obidi is currently, as we speak, trying to drag her ex-husband to court in order for him to contribute in paying $850 for her 4-year-old daughter to go to daycare. I'm talking about someone who earns over $80,000 per month, going back and forth over $850. And what Korra Obidi is fighting for, that amount of money, that $850, is approximately 1% of her monthly earnings on Facebook alone. Let that sink. So for the purpose of content creation, this is how far some people are willing to go. And it's really crazy because so many fans of hers do not realize that this is just content for Korra Obidi, and they take these things very serious. And the funny part of it also is that they have no clue how things work in the US. I mean, the guy they are trying to drag is actually qualified to be a teacher in the USA. He could just get a job as a chemistry teacher in a secondary school. So with a bachelor's degree like that, you actually really know how the system works. You know the ins and the outs of, education in general. But Korra Obidi, on the other hand, she's just a bloody immigrant who is also not very bright. She has only lived in the US for 5 years, and oh my God, the headache she's spreading into the world is just unprecedented. And like I said, this is really funny on different levels. Korra Obidi, with her at least $85,000 per month on Facebook alone earnings, even refused to pay $150 to have her ex properly served. So for her, this is just drama. For her, this is content. The more the drama, the more the sensation, the more the views, the more the revenue. Is it making sense? No, it's not going to make sense to the Horians because they are really slow upstairs. However, can anyone explain to me, anyone that still has a functioning brain, can you explain to me how you are not willing to spend $150 out of the $85,000 that you earn every single month? That's number one. You'd rather come online and dramatize and explain your own private issues to people who have real life problems. Like, what do you want us to do about it? And the irony behind my question now is that a lot of foolish Horians actually tell social media people, they ask questions like, why don't you just let Korra Obidi be? And I'm like, but why can't Korra Obidi just let people be? Why does Korra Obidi keep coming back to disturb people with her personal issues? If she would just stop doing that, people are not going to have any reason to have anything to say about her. So maybe those Horians, instead of asking silly questions, maybe they should just tell Korra Obidi, like, babe, why don't you just leave people alone to enjoy their peace of mind? Why do you always have to bring your own problems and pour on the viewers? And when you do that, the viewers naturally, as humans, they digest what you send out to them, they process it, and they produce an output. And that output comes out in the form of their opinion. And that is what is happening. So if you want people to let Korra Obidi be, she first has to let people be and stop disturbing people with whatever she's going through in her life. Because guess what? Everybody's going through something. So if you choose to come out and talk about your issues, you should also be willing to accept it that people have something to say about it. So before I end this video, I'm just going to say, Korra Obidi, as it stands now, we all know you are not poor. We all know you are not broke. We all know you have more money than all the Horians put together. If you were broke, you would not be able to book flights overnight. Korra Obidi, you literally are capable of booking a flight to Lagos a night before. You can go from Lagos to Accra, from Accra back to Lagos, to Mexico, to Atlanta, to wherever you so please. But an average Horian would have to beg online to get a flight ticket. Do you see the difference? You, Korra Obidi, no matter how many times you come out on social media to complain about how you're being drained financially, how you have to pay for parking tickets, how you already paid $60, how your fans do not have the right to tell you to get a lawyer because you cannot afford one. Korra Obidi, no matter how many times you come out to pretend that you don't have money, we all know that you do. We all know that all those tasks you receive, all those super things, super chats, bonuses, ad revenues, YouTube income, TikTok income, Instagram income are all going into your personal account. And don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful thing. It's a good thing that you can afford a $1.6 million house. There are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of African immigrants with children or without children who can hardly afford to rent an ordinary studio. How much more buy? So Korra Obidi, be grateful for what you have. Do not let greed and stinginess push you to continue to deceive people and lie and portray yourself like a hopeless, helpless, poor girl, because that is not who you are. I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you liked it, you enjoyed it, go ahead and share it. I'd also like to encourage you to follow this page if you haven't already. I remain Blessing Njoh, the Analyst, and I will catch you all on my next one.